Liberator Sports broadcast is made possible by these great sponsors. Be sure to tell them how much you appreciate their sponsorship of Liberator Athletics and support of our kids. These sponsors are Bank of Missouri, Bolivar Recreation Center, Southwest Sewer and Septic, Ankrum Law, Mid-Missouri Bank, Warwick Electric, Citizens Memorial Hospital, Roten Cleanworks, CNC Farm and Home Supply, Winfield Tax Service, Hometown Furniture and Mattress, Bolivar Flooring, Butler Funeral Home, Bill Grant Ford, Black Rock Arms, Animal Care Clinic, Oak Star Bank, Farmers Market of Bolivar, and Bolivar Plumbing, Heating and Air. Thanks for listening to this Bolivar Liberator Sports broadcast made possible by these proud sponsors. Tell them how much you appreciate their sponsorship of Liberator Athletics and the support of our kids.
Good afternoon and welcome to Bolivar High School, where we are just about to see another matchup here where the Liberators are hosting the Blue Valley West Jaguars out of Overland Park, Kansas. We just finished watching the Futures team play. They had a hard-fought battle, lost that one by 3 points, 57-60. I'm joined here by Tim Franska. I convinced him again to help me today. Dwayne's unavailable today, so I'm going to do the play-by-play, and Tim's going to be my color man. I'll always have Kent Otto on the camera, and then we'll have Kim Berry with the stats. So, Tim, we just watched a back-and-forth game. The Futures, they looked pretty good. I mean, it was just very streaky. Seemed like they were up by 8, and then they'd go down, and then had a really good chance of coming back and at least tying it there at the end. Just fell a little short there.
Yeah, we talked about runs the other night, and basketball is definitely a game of runs, and we saw that there. The Liberators were up in the third quarter and part of the fourth, and then Blue Valley made a good run and kept the lead there at the end of the game.
You bet. So our game sponsor tonight is Mid-Missouri Bank. We appreciate that sponsorship. A little bit about this Blue Valley West team. So don't know much about two of the games they played. They are now 2-2 on the season. Actually, 3 of the games we don't know much about, but 2-2 on the season, with their most recent loss coming to the Republic Tigers last night, losing by 5 to Republic. We know Republic's a tough team, so really unsure exactly what we're going to get today. They have a lot of height.'ll get into that here in a minute with the lineups, but they have a lot of height, and they're pretty athletic. I think on the Futures team, there was a couple guys that were in that 6'4" to 6'6" range, and both of those guys could also shoot from behind the three-point line. So I expect a well-balanced team here tonight with the Jaguars.
Yeah, you can tell they spent some time in the weight room, and they look like they're very well conditioned. So yeah, it ought to be a very good matchup.
For sure. And so the Liberators are just coming off of a win last night where we handled the Aurora Hound Dogs. Seemed like it was a sluggish start there, but then we broke away and beat them. And then, of course, I think today, this afternoon, is going to be a little bit different matchup than what we've had. Fairgrove, we were able to handle them. Versailles, we were able to handle them pretty easily. So I expect a tougher battle this afternoon.
Yeah, going into the Blue and Gold, we need some competition to get us ready because we know it's going to be there, and you've got to play good teams to become a good team. So we're 8.5 minutes before we start here. We'll take a really quick break, and we'll come back. You are watching Bolivar Liberators Sports on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
You're listening to 99.1 KYOO Halfway, 1200 AM KYOO, and 102.9 K275 CD Bolivar.
Mid-Missouri Bank has crossed another huge benchmark. They've paid their Midmo customers more than $8 million in Casasa rewards. Join Midmo in the race to $10 million. Get in on your share of the earnings today. Whether it's cash back on debit card swipes or a high interest rate on checking and savings account balances, Midmo Bank pays you for the spending activity you're probably already doing. You deserve more for your money. How does more money sound? Open an account in minutes at openaccounts.midmobank.com. Mid-Missouri Bank. Member FDIC.
At Animal Care Clinic, they're not just another veterinary clinic. They're your pet's best friend. Their team, led by Doctors Levin and Lindsay Roten, offer top-notch care for all animals, big and small. From intensive care and checkups to pet supplies and grooming, they've got it covered. Keep your furry friend healthy and happy. Schedule an appointment today at animalcarebolivar.com. That's animalcarebolivar.com. Animal Care Clinic. Their name says it all.
What would happen to your kids, home, finances, or even your business in an unexpected life event? At Ankrum Law, we understand that planning for the future is a gift to your loved ones. This is Jesse Ankrum, and I'm ready to help you secure your legacy with expert guidance in estate planning. From wills to trust, we provide comprehensive solutions tailored to your unique needs. For more information or to book your free estate planning consultation, visit AnkramLawFirm.com. Ankrum Law, helping you protect what matters most.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisement.
Welcome back to Bolivar High School. We are about 6.5 minutes ready before we have this matchup against Blue Valley West, the Jaguars. Tim, I think we've got a few birthdays, maybe some shout-outs to do there. One of them's kind of close to you. You want to do some shout-outs?
Sure. Tony Giglio and both Sarah Polk have birthdays today, so wishing them both a happy birthday and hope both of their sons have a very good night on the floor tonight.
Yeah, so... And both of them have been playing well. I talked to Matt a little bit after the game, Giglio, and his shot is starting to fall. I think he's been frustrated a little bit. He's not used to missing very much, and he's kind of struggled to find it. But I told him, hey, the defense he's been playing is just as beneficial, if not a little bit more than a three here and there. So kudos to him. We've got a lot of guys that do a lot of ball pressure, and it's fun to watch.
Absolutely. Their defensive intensity, night in and night out, has been just spectacular so far.
Yeah, and if we recap a little bit from yesterday, it seemed like we did a lot of things right. We just could not finish at the rim. Our two-point percentage was, I think it was 50% if I'm not mistaken, but I'd say several of those misses were literally right next to the basket. Either a layup or just a post play that didn't go in.
Yeah, it was still a pretty wide margin of victory, but it could have been a lot worse if we would have made some of those early on.
Yeah, I think we were expecting to win, and I just think we were expecting to break away earlier than what it took us to do so.
Aurora is a team that creates a lot of chaos, and you could tell it was causing a little disruption to us. So.
Yeah, and kudos to them. They never really gave up. Their intensity, they kept it throughout the whole game. They could easily lay it over and just kind of quit, but they certainly didn't do that.
This team had a lot of balance on scoring last night, too. There was, I'd say, 7 or 8 guys in the scoring column, maybe even more than that. But no one on this team seems like they're afraid to take that shot if they need to.
No, and I think that's a sign of just how unselfish they are. And they did make that extra pass last night. Sometimes we had a shot at the goal, but then we took that one extra pass and got an even better look, and that paid off several times. But based on what we saw in the Futures game before this against the Jaguars, they kind of mixed it up. They would do a little bit of man-to-man, but they also had a kind of a 2-3 zone that they would throw at us. I'm guessing they're going to mix it up here. Not a lot of full-court pressure. When they did do full-court pressure, it was just man-to-man, so we would just get the ball and we'd clear out and just let our point guard take it up the court. So not a ton of pressure there. I didn't see any major trapping going on, but never know what they're going to throw at us in this varsity match.
Absolutely. One of the things I noticed last night is the team really celebrates successes, but they were celebrating their defensive successes more than probably their offensive. Somebody got a steal, somebody made a tip or a breakaway. They were celebrating that a lot. So teammates are coming together and really helping each other out.
For sure. Well, we see a lot of red Santa hats out in the student section, so festive here. And I got to shout out, Kent had a festive sweater on last night, and now he's got a collared Christmassy shirt here. So I don't know what his closet looks like, but he definitely has no shortage of.
It's fantastic. He's got neon wreaths and elves and everything else.
He's just making us look bad. I think I wear the same shirt to every game, so I'm going to pick my game up. But
Kim's going to have to help you find something else in the closet.
Yeah, for sure. So we've got about 2:40 left. They did do the national anthem before the Futures. I don't know if they will do it again or not, so we'll have to kind of play that one by ear. But we will we'll go ahead and take one more quick break here. Again, this game's sponsored by Mid-Missouri Bank. We've got several others we'll go through as the game goes on. You're watching Bolivar Liberators Sports on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
Mr. Google wants you to think you can fix your car on the internet. If you can just figure out what's wrong without talking to those greedy dealers, you'll save lots of money. At Bill Grant Ford, our appointment book fills every week with people who started on Google. And you might be surprised to know the labor rate in our shop is not the highest in town. What we can do for you is bring experience and training to a world filled with internet noise. We encourage you to be informed when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. And when your vehicle starts asking for help, see why it's better in Bolivar at Bill Grant Ford.
BlackRock Arms has moved. Find the best deals on guns, ammo, optics, knives, and more at 2270 Springfield Avenue, right next to Ace Hardware in Bolivar. Same great service, now with more space to explore, from days out on the range to outdoor adventures. BlackRock Arms has you covered. Visit in-store or online at blackrockarms.com.
BlackRock Arms, your pawn-shop patriots!
Looking to transform your home from the ground up? Step into Bolivar Flooring, where style, comfort, and durability begin. Discover the largest selection in town. Classic hardwood, modern vinyl, plush carpets, stunning tile, plus custom showers, backsplashes, and fireplaces. Find the look you love with expert help every step of the way. Walk on excellence, live in comfort with Bolivar Flooring. Located at Carlin Acres, just south of Bolivar off of Highway 13.
Welcome back to Bolivar High School, where we are 40 seconds away from matchup against the Jaguars from Blue Valley West. Just about to do the starting lineups here. Again, I think we already did the national anthem, so we won't do that again. Tim, I'll go ahead and give us the Jaguars starting lineup here, and there's going to be some height that we're going to have to deal with, but we've got number 3. He's a 6'1 junior, Michael Baum. Another junior, 6'3", Peyton West. Number 11, Mo Darbo. He's a 6'1 senior. We got number 20, Max Orr. He's a 6'3 senior. And then number 23, Cade Wysong. He's a 6-foot senior. A few more on the bench. They've got a couple more 6'3s. One note, I talked to their coach before the game. They are out. One of their seniors, a 6'5 senior, Brady Brungart. He is out sick, so he didn't make the trip. So he normally does start, but he's not here today. And then they, of course, have a couple of they have another 6'6 guy there as well that will come off the bench. So there's some height and some strength that we're going to have to deal with, Tim.
Absolutely. Liberators will be starting number 1, 6'1 junior, Colton Ingold. He's done a great job on the season so far, and always looking to score, and he can put it a lot of points on the board in a hurry. Number 5, he's a senior. That's Lucas Pope, 6'3", takes up a lot of space there in the middle, and we need him to really play off the boards tonight. And then number 10 is Matthew Giglio. He's a 6-foot senior guard. Need to get him hot early on, and hopefully we'll see some scoring from him this evening. The next starter is number 15, 6'2 senior, Canyon Adams. Another strong young man, hits the boards well, can shoot inside or out. And then the final starter is Wyatt Campbell, 6'3 senior. Kind of an elusive player. He looks like he's going to play in the post, and next thing you know, he reeled off, I think, 4 or 5 threes to get him the fair throw game in a row without a miss. So he can shoot inside or outside. So looking forward to a lot of offense from all those guys tonight.
Yeah, Robbie always talks about how many point guards he wants on the court. He wants 5 point guards on the court at all times, and we have that. About any person that comes in is going to be able to handle it, and I think that makes for a strong basketball team. Don't forget, we've got Landon Young coming off the bench, Wyatt Bliss, 2 juniors there, Dorian Gonzalez, another junior, comes off the bench. Dorian did get a little time in the future, so he should be nice and warm when he comes on, and might see maybe a Ben Berry or somebody else to come in as well.
Ben shot very well in that futures game, so hopefully if we need him, he can come off the bench and pour in some threes for us.
This first quarter is brought to you by Citizens Memorial Hospital, and we are just about to tip off here. We've got Baum going against Campbell on the tip. Campbell tips it back, and it's controlled by Canyon Adams. So the Liberators get control of the ball, and we are underway. Colton Ingold is going to take it down and to the right wing to Matt Giglio. Swinging around, looking to go down low to Campbell. Colton drives baseline, goes up for two, and no good. In and out, rebound by the Jaguars.
A lot of contact there, but nothing called. But they're going to be a very physical team. We can already see that. Their defensive intensity is right up on top of you.
Baum on the right wing, dribbles to the top, looking to get rid of it. Finally gets it to Orr on the right side. Orr dribbles back up to the top of the key. Wysong with it. Wysong loses it. Liberators take it down the court. Giglio's on the right wing, wanted to shoot, decided to kick it back out. Adams has the ball, and just a little miscommunication there. Adams thought Campbell was going to pop out. Campbell did a cut and turnover. Bolivar out of bounds.
Both teams are being very patient on offense, making several passes before they look for a shot.
Baum guarded heavily by Giglio. Dumped it off to West, back to Baum. Baseline, nothing doing there. Good spin there by Baum, and a up and no good. Rebound by Colton Ingold. He drives down the court. Hands off to Campbell, back to Giglio.
Oh.
And then Adams threw it, but it was stolen by Wysong. Wysong goes all the way for two for the first points of the game. And then another unforced turnover there. Colton Ingold tried to do a long pass to Giglio. Couldn't handle it, goes out of bounds.
Really need to settle down on the passes. We've got 3 turnovers on errant passes. So far.
Sometimes just unnecessary. Just a little more patience there. Backdoor cut there by the Jaguars. No good. Ingold with the rebound. He's going to push it up the court. Spin move goes up, and it rolls out, but he grabs his own rebound, kicks it back out to Campbell for a three, and it is good.
Nice shot by Campbell at the top of the key.
For sure. Good second effort there by Ingold, and then good defense by Adams to just knock the ball back. Jaguars still retain possession. So we're 3-2 Liberators with 6 minutes to go in the first period.
Seeing full court press here from the Liberators. Looks like man-to-man press.
Yeah, man-to-man. Don't know if we'll do any traps with it or not. Gets it into Wysong. Back to Orr. Darbo takes it up, guarded by Wyatt Campbell. Campbell guards him well. Left wing to West. Backdoor cut. Backdoor cut to Orr. Just couldn't handle that out of bounds Liberators ball. They're going to do a lot of those back courts, it looks like, Tim.
Yeah, Colton did a nice job of covering that backdoor cut there on the baseline.
Canyon Adams brings the ball down. Good crossover dribble. Good penetration. And then he just loses his traction and takes a hard fall. Looks like he's up and okay. So that's a travel call there. So that's going to be another turnover for the Liberators.
Unfortunate because he just hit. It looked like a slick spot there and went down. So.
Yeah, he went down hard too. Three to 2 still Liberators with 5:37 to go. Orr taking it down, guarded by Ingold. Over to the left wing for Baum.
Got a little trap in front of the bench.
Darbo gets out of the trap and goes in and gets fouled by Ingold there. We had him trapped him, and then Darbo just kind of did some sort of spin out of that and then goes up for a strong two, contested by Ingold, and they're going to get Ingold for the foul. That's his first of the game.
Looks like we have Bliss fixing to check in on the second shot.
So Darbo, set to take his first of 2 Ankrum Law free throws. And it is off the front of the rim, no good. Wyatt Bliss comes in to check in for Canyon Adams. Darbo set to take his second. It's up, and it is good. Ties the game 3-3 with 5:17 to go.
Got full court man-to-man by Kansas City Valley, or Kansas Valley.
Blue Valley West.
Blue Valley,
It's a mouthful.
It is
Backdoor
a mouthful.
cut to Giglio, no good. It's broken up, stolen by the Jaguars. The Jaguars take it down. Orr on the left wing down to the corner to Darbo. Shoots the three, no good. Rebound by Polk. Polk gets it to Ingold. Ingold taking it down, kicks it to Giglio on the left wing. To the top of the key to Polk. Polk dribbles down, gets it to Giglio. He drives baseline, and he's going to get fouled. Good hard drive by Giglio there to draw the foul. I think he was riding him all the way down the baseline there.
Absolutely.
So that's going to put Giglio at the line for the first Liberators free throws of the game, the Ankrum Law free throws. So not a lot of scoring so far. 4:41 left in the first quarter, still 3-3. Giglio's first is up and off the back iron, no good.
For Blue Valley West, number 13.
And some substitutions coming in here, so
Number 22 and number 13 just checked in.
So Wiseguth comes in, and then who was the other one there? Okay, Kip Cooley.
You're going to challenge us on some names today.
Phonetic spelling over here on my paper. Giglio hits the second of two, makes it 4-3 Bolivar. Jaguars inbound. Wysong. Back to Orr. Orr takes it, guarded by Bliss. Hands it back off to Wysong. Wysong's going to penetrate, go up for two, and it is good. Good drive by Wysong there to make it 5-4 Blue Valley. Bliss brings it down the court. Hands off to Giglio. Giglio dribbles to the top. Left wing to Campbell. Looks to get it down low to Ingold. Ingold's guarded by two. Kicks it out to the right wing to Bliss for three. No good. Rebound by the Jaguars, and just a little bit of a hack there by Campbell. Kind of unnecessary there. The Jaguars had control of the rebound. Campbell tried to knock it out of his hands, and he gets his first foul of the game. Second team foul for the Liberators.
Campbell and I talked about that a little bit last. Oh, and they're going to go long on us here.
Yep. So, and they did that in the Futures game where they did sort of a fake and then a long throw across the court, and that's good for two. Baum with the layup there. Bliss dribbles to the right corner. Back out to Giglio. To Wyatt Campbell. Wyatt Campbell down to Ingold, and it's stolen again. The Jaguars are going to take it down. Right wing to Orr. Orr down to the corner to Kip Cooley. Kip Cooley back to the top of the key to Baum. Baum back to Orr. Orr's going to take the three, and it is good. So that makes it 10-4 Jaguars. And another turnover by the Liberators where the pass just did not make it to the guy, and they're going to push it again. And that attempted pass is going to be kicked out of bounds by Ingold. So a lot of turnovers, Tim, here for the Liberators.
Yeah, too many, and some of them are unforced too. We just need to settle down and play our game.
Yeah, 7 total turnovers so far. We're just halfway through the first period. Landon Young checks into the game. And giving
Lucas Polk
a break. Jaguars inbound in the right corner. Wysong pump fakes. And he's going to get Bliss up in the air. And they're going to call that, I think, on the floor. He went up. That's Bliss's first foul. They're going to keep it on the ground, even though he did kind of shoot there. I think Bliss just got up, and he took advantage of it. Jaguars look to inbound the play. Back to Wysong. Wysong over to three and missed the iron completely. Ingold with the rebound. He's going to push up. He's going to shoot it from the free throw, and good. That gets it 10-6 Jaguars with 2:57 left in the first period.
Colton very determined that time that he was going to make sure we got a good look at the basket.
Yes. Over to the right. Over to the right corner, and that's Bringman coming in. And he couldn't handle it, so that's going to be out of bounds, Bolivar.
Also back in for Blue Valley West, number 3, Michael Baum.
And so The Liberators are down 4 with 2:46 left. We had some more substitutions here, and
Baum checked back in. He was one of the original starters.
Okay. And then we've also got, okay, here we go. Bliss on the right wing, guarded by Darbo. Hands it off to Campbell. Campbell's going to drive in, kicks it out to Giglio from the right corner, and it is in and out, no goodness. Good. Darbo's going to push it down the court, guarded by Landon Young. Darbo tries to go baseline, kicks it in to Weisguth, and he goes and he misses the point blank shot. The Liberators get the rebound, and they're going to drive in. Bliss is going to go in, and I almost think you got it fouled there, Tim, but
there was a lot of contact there.
He goes up strong and makes the 2 points. So good, strong play by Bliss, and we're going to get a timeout here. The Jaguars are going to take a timeout. Let's see if it's a full or a half here. 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here, Tim. Talk about it. There's a lot of stuff that's been going on here. So it's 10-8. The Jaguars are leading the Liberators. We got 2:08 left, and it seems like the Liberators are kind of their worst enemy right now. Just some unforced turnovers. The Jaguars are playing good, strong defense, but it seems like some of those passes are just errant.
Yeah, you can tell that the competition's a lot higher today, so hopefully they'll settle down and get those turnovers taken care of. Coach Hines didn't like what he saw right there. We got 2 quick baskets, and he wanted to slow down the Liberators a little bit.
So with 2:08 left, see if we can't get a little bit of momentum swinging in our favor here. Bringman is set to inbound the ball for the Jaguars. Full court pressure by the Liberators. Gets it into Darbo. Darbo guarded by Adams. Kicks it over to Baum.
You notice that time we had a little prevent defense with the safety in the back.
Yeah, let's not get beat long again.
Right.
Baum keeps it, passes it off to Kip Cooley. Kip Cooley's guarded by Giglio. Kip Cooley goes up, and it's tipped by the Liberators.
Oh, very late call here.
Yeah, and then just kind of an off-the-ball foul by Landon Young. We had just gotten that rebound and looking to go down the court, and then Landon gets called for that foul. So that's going to give the Jaguars the ball back under their own basket. Bringman looks to inbound it to Kip Cooley. Kip Cooley out top the Baum. Over to Bringman. Back to Kip Cooley.
Liberators playing that good help defense again.
They are. Baum guarded by Ingold. Over to Darbo. Darbo dribbles around the top of the key. Skip pass over to Bringman. Back up to Baum. Baum guarded by Landon Young. Baum backs him off. Dumps it over to Darbo. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Weisguth. That's no good. Rebounded again by Darbo. Darbo does get it up for 2 points. Makes it a 12-8 lead for the Blue Valley West Jaguars.
As athletic as they are, we're going to have to block out each trip.
Yeah.
Can't afford to give them up 3 shots each time.
Ingold with a cross-court pass to Young. My goodness. Adams with the baseline drive. Dips it down to Wyatt Campbell. He's fouled and does get the 2 to go in. So a potential 3-point play here for Wyatt Campbell.
Very good interior pass there from Adams to Campbell and set us up for this 3-point opportunity.
Weisguth gets the foul there. That's his first, and he's going to check out. And looks like West is going to come back in for him. Wyatt Campbell set to potentially make this a 3-point play with your Ankrum Law free throw. And it is up and good.
Got a 1-point ball game now.
12-11 Jaguars. Bliss checks back in and lets Campbell have a rest. And also looks like Ben Berry's going to come in and give Colton Ingold a break. Again, a reminder, this first quarter is brought to you by Citizens Memorial Hospital. Into Darbo. Darbo guarded by Bliss. Full court pressure.
30 seconds left to play.
And he picks the ball, passes it off the West, back to Darbo. Darbo is going to go baseline, Cross-court pass to Brinkman. Brinkman's in the left corner, in and out, no good with the three, and good, strong rebound by Giglio, but he does get tied up with West, and so that's a jump ball. That's going to give the ball to the Jaguars.
Or checking back in for the Blue Valley team.
And he's going to give Kip Cooley a break. Jaguars inbound under their own basket. Over to Brinkman. Brinkman down low to Darbo. Good cut by Darbo, and he's in and out, no good. Rebound by Young.
10 seconds left
kicks
to play.
it to Bliss. 8, 7, 6, 5. Giglio on the right wing. He crosses it, gets it stolen, and Baum's going to have a desperation shot, in and out, no good. Almost a three-pointer to end this first period. So that's going to make the score 12-11. Blue Valley leads your Liberators after one. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Bolivar Liberators Sports on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
Looking to transform your home from the ground up? Step into Bolivar Flooring, where style, comfort, and durability begin. Discover the largest selection in town. Classic hardwood, modern vinyl, plush carpets, stunning tile, plus custom showers, backsplashes, and fireplaces. Find the look you love with expert help every step of the way. Walk on excellence, live in comfort with Bolivar Flooring. Located at Carlin Acres, just south of Bolivar off of Highway 13.
Stay active and energized at the Bolivar Recreation and Aquatic Center. Hit the gym, take a fitness class, or shoot some hoops in the full-size gymnasium. They've got a seasonal indoor pool, top-notch equipment, flexible class options, and convenient childcare while you work out or attend activities. Need space for an event? Rent out the gym, studio, or multi-purpose rooms, perfect for parties, meetings, or team events. Open daily with hours to fit your schedule. Bolivar Recreation and Aquatic Center, where Bolivar comes to move. Located just off Broadway. Join the action today.
Welcome back to Bolivar High School. After one period, the Liberators trail by 1, 11-12. After one quarter here, set to start the second period. The second period is brought to you by Roten Clean Works. So Liberators will get the ball to start the second quarter. Adams set to inbound. The ball gets it to Ingold. Ingold guarded by Wysong. Ingold to Wyatt Bliss there, and they're going to get a hold there on Orr. So Bliss was trying to kind of block Orr out to get that pass, and Orr kind of reached around and gets called for the foul. That's his first.
The defensive intensity with all that we've had, there's only two. There's not a player on the board that has more than one foul right now.
Nope.
No one in foul trouble.
Giglio left wing. Back top to Bliss. Bliss across to Ingold. Down in the right corner to Campbell. Campbell dribbles out. Picks his dribble up. Hands it off to Giglio. Giglio on the right wing. He's going to penetrate. He's going to kick out to Adams. It gets bobbled around. Controlled by Baum from the Jaguars. And Baum's then going to lose the ball. Good heads-up play by Adams. And the Liberators are going to take it down.
I think Adams was making sure he didn't handle that pass very well, and he made sure we got it back.
Yeah, that's for sure. Colton on the left wing.
There is definitely a slick
slid
spot
down
there.
in the exact same spot that Adams did earlier. They need to check that spot of the floor. Robbie's going to take a timeout here, and I think he's saying somebody needs to go look at that spot. That's the exact same spot that Adams slid.
Exactly.
That's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break here. You're watching Bolivar Liberators Sports on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
Hi, this is Mike Jones. Trust Bolivar Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning for expert home comfort solutions. From plumbing repairs to heating and air conditioning, our experienced team delivers honest quality and service. For reliable comfort, trust Bolivar Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Call 777-55-55. 777-55.
Welcome back to Bolivar High School. That timeout was brought to you by Black Rock Arms. We appreciate their support. So still 12-11, the Jaguars here with 7:15 to go in the first half. The Liberators will inbound the ball under their own basket. Ingold set to pass in. And he's going to kick it out to Campbell on the left corner. Campbell's going to dribble around, kicks it out to Ingold. Ingold down low to Adams. Adams loses the ball. They're going to say it went off of Adams. West knocked it out of his hands, but they're going to say it went off of Adams' hand out of bounds, so that's going to be a turnover and Jaguars ball. Forward inbound. Looks to go deep. Thinks again about it. Gets it into West. And then over to Baum. Baum gets it across half court. To the right wing to Wysong. Wysong's going to dribble in. He's going to kick it out to the left corner for a three, and it's good. So that extends the lead to 4 with 6:44 to go. And I don't know.
Oh, my.
Ooh. So sorry. Bliss was driving in. It looked like one ref was going to maybe call a foul, but then they called it a jump. And so it's going to go to the Jaguars. So the Liberators lost an opportunity there.
Little activity way before that jump ball happened.
Yeah. And the Jaguars get it in. Or to Baum. Baum takes it down, guarded by Giglio. 6:34 left in the second period. Over to West. West is going to dribble back to the top of the key, kicks it to the right wing to Orr. Orr's going to try the three-pointer, and it's in and out, no good, but they're going to call a foul on Ingold. That's going to be Ingold's second foul, and that's going to send the Jaguars to the line to shoot 3.
Things getting a little chippy here. We settle down and keep our heads.
They're not going to call that on the shot, which really surprises me. So the Jaguars are going to inbound the ball. Or to the top of the key, kicks it over to Wysong. Wysong tries to drive in, gets stopped by the Liberators, kicks it out to Baum in the left corner, and he shoots and makes the 3. 18-11, 6:10 to go in the second period. Bliss left wing. Cross-court pass to Giglio. Down in the quarter, Adams. Adams dribbles out. Back to Giglio. Colton on the left wing. Gets it over to Wyatt on the right wing. 3 up and no good. Rebound by Bliss. Bliss gets it to Adams. Adams is, they're going to get another jump ball called there. Adams looks to drive in, and a lot of hands in that action there. But
a lot of hands. Could have been very easily called a hold there.
So the Liberators are going to get the possession from the jump ball underneath their own basket. Looks like a little chippy action
been noticing
going
that
on.
the last 2 or 3 trips down the court.
So we've got an 18-11 lead by the Jaguars with 5:44 to go in the second period. Inbound to Campbell, back down to Ingold, back to the left corner for Campbell. Ingold on the left wing. He's going to try to drive in and contested there. A good block by the Jaguars, out of bounds there, so the Liberators will maintain possession.
Definitely letting them be physical in the
Yes. Letting a lot of stuff go. Ingold to inbound. Waits for the play to develop. And a long pass out to Adams at midcourt. Adams controls it. He kicks it over to Ingold. And I think we're going to have a double foul here. So West and Adams are just absolutely going at it in the paint, completely away from the ball. And they're going to call
a double foul.
A double foul. So I guess the Liberators keep the possession, but just 2 fouls on the board, 1 for each team. So Ingold looks to get it in, and he's going to throw it way down on the other side of the court. Giglio runs to catch it, and he's got to bring it all the way back down, heavily guarded by Baum. And then now Orr takes over. Right wing to Ingold. He's going to drive in. Pump fake in off the glass. Good to bring it to 18-13 with 5:05 to go in the second period. West is going to get called for the charge. He dropped his shoulder. Good heads-up play by Giglio to take that charge. So that is a turnover for the Jaguars, and the Liberators will take over with 5:02. And it looks like West is going to come out. He's getting a little frustrated with some of the physicality there, and they're going to bring Darbo back in to give West a break. Adams to inbound to Ingold. Ingold's guarded by Darbo. Now they're going to start calling a little bit more. They got Darbo for a hack there. Maybe they're saying, hey, we need to get this game under control.
Clean it back up.
So that's the first foul for Darbo. Ingold taking it down the court. Guarded by Darbo. Left wing. Kicks it out to the corner to Giglio. Giglio for three, and it's good. 18-16 with 4:45 to go in the second period.
Seen that from him for a long time now. His defense a lot of times will get his offense going. So.
Yeah, and they're going to get Giglio for a foul. He was guarding really tight. He was guarding bomb tight there in the backcourt, and they're going to get him for a foul. That's his third team foul this quarter. So not any crazy foul trouble yet.
No, Young just came in for Adams to give him a little break.
Baum on the right wing, dribbles right baseline, guarded by Ingold, kicks it out to Darbo at the top of the key for a three. No good. Rebound by Ingold. Ingold kicks it out to Giglio. Giglio's pushing it down the court. He's going to go all the way in for the two, and it's good. Good, strong drive by Giglio.
Yep. Took that up with a lot of contact being made there.
We are tied 18-18 with 4:10 to go in the second period. And it looks like Orr's going to pump fake. He's going to kick it out to Darbo in the corner. Darbo for the three. No good. Rebound. Another rebound by Ingold. Ingold's going to push it down. And he's going to go all the way in. Highly contested shot. No foul called. It's no good. And the Jaguars get the rebound, and they're going to take a timeout.
Yeah, we're going to have to adjust to this because they're definitely not going to call a lot in the paint there.
For sure. That's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a break. That's a BlackRock Arms timeout. You're watching Bolivar Liberators Sports on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
They've gone before us, they've taught us to live life to its fullest and to treat every moment as a precious treasure. Now it's time to celebrate their life. Hi, I'm Kyle with Butler Funeral Home, and we are committed to you and your family ensuring that every detail and personal wish is met for your loved one's funeral service so that you have time to reflect and celebrate the life. And with one of the largest chapels in Missouri, you can celebrate with plenty of friends and family. Celebrate life with Butler Funeral Home, located in Bolivar and Humansville, or online at butlerfuneralhome.com. Celebrate life with Butler Funeral Home.
Hey gang, before you know it's going to be 10 above and we'll be shoveling snow. The Answer Man at CNC has the answers for winter, like wood pellets for heating and grilling, a stovepipe and accessories like door sealants, door gaskets, stove boards, and winter clothing that'll keep you dry and warm. And for your fur friends, CNC has a huge pet department too. You have questions? CNC has the answers at CNC Farm and Home, Bolivar and Lebanon.
Hi, this is Donald with CNC Farm and Home Supply. If you have questions, we have the answers.
Welcome back to Bolivar High School. We have quite a ball game, Tim. 18-18, 3:51 to go in the second period. And the Jaguars are going to take it underneath the Bolivar basket here.
As we said earlier, it's just a game of runs, and both teams have made a couple, so we're all knotted up right now.
They tried the deep pass and decided to get it in to Darbo here. Darbo guarded by Wyatt Campbell. Darbo to Kip Cooley. Kip Cooley over to Wysong. Wysong's going to try to penetrate. They're going to call travel there. I didn't necessarily see it, Tim, but looks like Wysong took too many steps. So that's going to be a turnover for the Jaguars. And I'm not sure.
I think we just got a warning on the bench, but I'm not sure for what.
I think they were just trying to figure out where to inbound the ball based on where the travel happened. So Campbell inbounds to Ingold. Ingold guarded by Kip Cooley. Across the half-court line. Ingold's going to try to penetrate, kicks out to Giglio. Giglio back to the top of the key to Pope. Pope's going to try the pass. It's intercepted by Wysong. Wysong's going to take it all the way in for in and out, too. No good, but rebound by Darbo, and he puts it back for two. So that makes it 20-18 Jaguars with 3:10 to go.
I'm not sure what happened to Campbell there. He was under the bucket. The next thing we knew, he's laying on the floor in the wings. So
exactly, yeah.
A lot of contact.
Campbell at the top of the court. Swings over to Colton Ingold for three from the left side, and it's good. So that's going to make it 21-20 Liberators with 2:50 to go in the second quarter. Young's going to guard Wysong. Wysong's going to get past him and go for a pretty athletic layup there. It doesn't go in, but he does get the foul called, and they're going to get
Giglio.
And that's going to be Giglio's second.
That's his second personal. Team foul number 4.
And that's going to send Wysong to the line for 2. So your Ankrum Law free throws here. Up and it hit about every piece of that rim and goes in. And so that ties it up 21-21 as Wysong attempts his second here. It's up and it's off to the right. No good. Rebound by Colton Ingold. Ingold takes it across half court. Guarded by Kip Cooley, kicks it over to Young on the left wing. Young back to the top to Wyatt Campbell. Wyatt's going to take a drive, and he's going to kick it back out to Giglio. And we're going to get an illegal screen there by Wyatt Campbell. That's going to be his second. So we've got both Giglio and Campbell with fouls, 2 fouls each, still in this first half. So that's going to make Bliss come in and take over for Campbell.
This is saw some contact there or some movement.
Yeah, I think what he did was he took that screen and then he rolled, and he kind of used the roll to sort of still screen off, and whatever the ref saw he didn't like.
Robbie's discussing that with him right now, trying to figure that out.
So Wysong is dribbling the ball up the court, guarded by Giglio. 21-21 with 2:20 to go in the first half. Wysong's going to try to penetrate. And then he's going to kick it back out, and it's deflected by the Liberators, but it goes out of bounds. It's going to stay Jaguars' ball. Wysong, he tried to do a cross-court, a really difficult pass there, and it went through, almost went through the Liberators, but knocked out of bounds.
Pope did a nice job of deflecting that.
Jaguars inbound the ball to Wysong. Wysong kicks it across to Kip Cooley. Kip Cooley for 3, and it is good from the right corner. 24-21 Jaguars with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Giglio at the top of the key for 3, in and out, no good. Rebound by the Jaguars. They're going to try to go all the way down the court to Baum, and Baum's going to hand it off to Orr, and Orr's going to go up for 3, and then contested by the Liberators, and then he decided not to shoot it and goes ahead and throws it down to the ground and gets called for the walk. So really good job by the Liberators there to try to stop that three-pointer. 24-21 Jaguars, 1:45 to go in the first half. Bliss on the left wing. Over to Polk. Giglio to the right wing. He's going to get it down low to Ingold. Good steal by Ingold. Good pass by Giglio for 2 points. Makes it 24-23 Jaguars.
Very tough pass to enter there to Colton.
Giglio's good, Ingold's good about holding that position, especially when he gets a mismatch there. Wysong at the top of the key. Dribbles, kicks it over to Orr. Orr down to Kip Cooley in the left corner. Kip Cooley back to the top of the key to Wysong. Wysong's going to penetrate, and he's going to get the 2 to fall there. That makes it 26-23 Jaguars. Ingold at the right wing. Down to Young on the right side. Back to Ingold on the right wing. Heavily guarded by Kip Cooley. The ball gets tipped around, and they're going to get a jump ball here. Kip Cooley slapped it out of Ingold's hand, and then they both grabbed it. It's going to be a jump ball, and that's going to go to the Jaguars. So we've got 45 seconds left in the half, and the Blue Valley West Jaguars have a 3-point lead.
New player checking in. Hap. For Blue Valley.
33, Happy, yes. He played, he's a 6'6" guy. He played in the Futures game there. He can shoot as well. So Happy on the left wing, hands it off to Wysong. Wysong cross-court pass deflected by Landon Young. He's going to go all the way for 2, and that's good. 26-25 Jaguars. Jaguars push it back up. Wysong on the right wing. Back up top to Orr. Orr's going to dribble to the left side. He's going to look for the cut there by Kip Cooley. No good. He's going to try to get across court to Kip Cooley in the corner there, deflected by the Liberators out of bounds. It will remain Jaguars ball. 16 seconds to go in this half. 26-25 Jaguars.
Good deflection there by Giglio. He's going to get chance not to pick up that third foul. Ben Berry checking in, number 2 for the Liberators.
Yeah, we want to keep Giglio from getting his third foul there. Inbound there for Orr. Orr looks to shoot, kicks it back out to Baum. 10 seconds to go. Baum on the right wing, kicks it to Orr to the top of the key. A long three, no good, off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Kip Cooley. Kip Cooley looks to throw it up, and it's in and out, no good. And that's going to be your first half. So a lot of action there. 26-25, the Blue Valley West Jaguars lead your Liberators as we go on to the halftime here. We're going to take a quick break, try to get these stats all aligned here. Kim's already starting the totals for us. You're watching Bolivar Liberator Sports on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
Where can you and your family go to receive exceptional health care in the area? Who offers convenient family medicine and walk-in clinics near your home? Where can you go for comprehensive specialty care like orthopedics, urology, and heart care? The answer is CMH. At Citizens Memorial Hospital, they have the services your family needs to be healthy. For more information, go to citizensmemorial.com or call 417-328-6010.
Farmers Market of Bolivar is your go-to source for complete lines of animal and poultry feeds. Keep your livestock healthy and thriving with high-quality feeds tailored to their needs. Friendly experts provide top-notch advice to help you choose the right products. Whether it's chickens, cattle, or pets, Farmers Market of Bolivar has what it takes to support strong, happy animals. Located at 1184 East 460th Road, just off Highway 13. For dependable local feed and service that makes a difference, Farmers Market of Bolivar is your only choice.
How do we keep our prices so low here at Hometown Furniture and Mattress? It's simple. We are locally owned, keep our overhead low, buy in bulk by the truckload, and we operate limited hours. We do all this to bring you the best prices and best selection in Bolivar. From simple sofas to premium leather sectionals, from basic mattresses to premium mattresses on adjustable bases, we have it all. Living room, dining, and bedroom. Ask us about our financing made easy, no credit needed. Come see us at our new and expanded location just south of Bolivar on Highway 13. You can't miss us. Don't overpay. Take home today.
People choose Oak Star Bank for a number of reasons, from the high interest earning checking accounts all the way to a 30-year fixed rate farm loan. But really, it's our people that make the difference. Here at Oak Star, we believe that friendly service and a smile from hometown people that you know makes all the difference in the world. Come experience the difference a hometown bank like Oak Star can make. Oak Star Bank knows banking in Bolivar. Maybe it's time you get to know us. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Precision Small Engines, the name people have trusted for over 30 years for the sale, maintenance, and repair on steel leaf blowers and steel chainsaws. Carrying original manufactured parts and aftermarket parts, Precision Small Engines is sure to have everything you need to get you up and running again. Located north of Bolivar on Highway 13. Visit online at PrecisionSmallEngines.net.
Precision Small Engines in Bolivar.
Welcome back to Bolivar High School. We are at halftime of a pretty well-matched game here. The Liberators are hosting the Blue Valley West Jaguars out of Overland Park, and we knew we were going to have a good matchup here just based on how tight the Jaguars had played the Republic Tigers last night. Again, a reminder, they lost by 5 to Republic, and Republic's always got a good team that they put on the court every year after year. So we knew what we were up against. So no surprises there, and we want the competition. We've been able to beat some teams by quite a bit recently. So this is good. Like you said earlier, Tim, this is a good way for us to get brushed up and ready for the blue and gold.
Absolutely. This is the most physical team we've played since Belton, and it's going to help us when we get to some of the bigger schools there in the blue and gold and hopefully make our way through that bracket.
It does remind me of Belton. I mean, they have some size, they're quick, and they're aggressive, and you know, going back to that Belton game still gives me a little bit of I still get a little bit agitated because I think we could have won that game, but here we are. We're going to learn from it and get better, and when we play games like this, it's going to make us better.
Yeah, I noticed the coaches huddled up a lot longer outside before going in the locker room there. And that's good for them, too, because they have to get that game plan ready and they're going to have to do that over the coming week at the Blue and Gold. So looking to make some adjustments here in the second half and hopefully clean up some turnovers, and we'll be ready to go in the second half.
Well, I think that is the key, the turnovers there. So the Liberators in the first half had 11 total team turnovers there, and a lot of those, Tim, as we said earlier, were kind of unforced. It just seemed like we were trying to pass it. Wasn't really a necessary pass to make. And, of course, the Jaguars take it. And a lot of those, the Jaguars took it all the way coast to coast for 2 points. So it wasn't just the turnover. They made us pay and got a 2-point basket out of the deal. So the Blue Valley West Jaguars ended up with 8 turnovers. Rebounding, we did out-rebound them. So we had 12 total rebounds there in the first half, and the Jaguars had 8. So we are doing a good job on the boards. We did give the Jaguars a couple of second chance opportunities there under their own basket, and I think they got 4 or 6 points out of second chance opportunities there. So we'll have to clean that up a little bit. Some of the scoring for this first half, starting with the Jaguars, Wysong, he seems to be involved in most plays that they have. He had 7 in the first half. Orr had 6, Darbo had 5, Baum had 5, and Kip Cooley had that 3-pointer to give him 3 points in the first half. Not a lot of foul trouble to mention on the Jaguar side. West does have 2, and he was part of that double foul there with Canyon Adams, and he got a little bit frustrated there. We'll see if the halftime lets him kind of cool down. And on the Liberators side, we had Colton Ingold led all scorers in the first half with 9. Giglio had 6. Campbell had 6. And Landon Young and Wyatt Bliss both had 2. And we do have a few foul situations we just need to keep an eye on there, Tim. Ingold has 2, Giglio has 2, and Campbell has 2. So going into the halftime with 2 fouls isn't the worst thing in the world, but you just want to make sure you don't pick up that quick third one to start the second half.
Absolutely. You talked about scoring for them. Most of their points have came at point-blank range or on the baseline 3, and that seems to be where the majority of their offense centers around. So we can help cover on that baseline 3 and do a little better job blocking out, not giving them second chance opportunities on the board. We'll do a lot better the second half.
Absolutely. Percentage-wise, the Jaguars were 6 for 16 from 2-point, 38% there. And from the 3-point line, they were 4 for 12, 33%. Liberators were 7 for 11 from 2, 64% there. And they were 43% from the 3-point line, 3 for 7. So if we can get ourselves open again, I like that percentage if we can build up on those 3-pointers. I think when we're driving, we're getting met with a lot of physicality, and they're not necessarily calling it. So if you're going to go into the paint, you better go in with the idea that you're going to get bumped around and you're going to have to just deal with it and go up strong or kick it out. I saw us do a lot of kickouts where we go into the paint and we kick out to the corner or the wing and get a nice look at a 3-pointer.
Yeah, our shooter's going to have to be ready on that perimeter to knock that down if we get that opportunity to kick it out.
For sure. So we've got about 2 minutes left before we start the second half. We'll do one more quick break, and then we'll come back for second half action here. You're watching Bolivar Liberator Sports on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
Precision Small Engines, the name people have trusted for over 30 years for the sale, maintenance, and repair on steel leaf blowers and steel chainsaws. Carrying original manufactured parts and aftermarket parts, Precision Small Engines is sure to have everything you need to get you up and running again. Located north of Bolivar on Highway 13. Visit online at PrecisionSmallEngines.net.
Precision Small Engines in Bolivar.
Roten Cleanworks. So what do? Let's make this simple. We stain and we clean. We stain decks, we stain fences, we stain houses, we stain concrete. We clean commercial buildings, we clean house exteriors, we clean fleets of all sizes, we clean equipment of all kinds. I'm telling you, we clean and we stain. Roten Cleanworks, it's what we do. Contact us today.
Sometimes it gets messy out there. When it does, call Southwest Sewer and Septic, your local heroes for emergency septic pumping, septic cleaning, and sewer line repairs. Plus, they now offer porta potties for your job site or special event. For more information, visit southwestsewerandseptic.com or call 417-326-4330. That's 417-326-4330. Southwest Sewer and Septic. They make the dirty work easy. Proud sponsors of Liberator Sports.
Welcome back to Bolivar High School. As we're wrapping up the halftime here, the Bolivar Liberators trail the Jaguars from Blue Valley West 25-26. And a pretty good crowd here on a Saturday afternoon. I'm sure the Jaguars are anxious to get home. These afternoon games on a Saturday give them a chance to get home at a decent hour. They've been away from home. I'm sure they stayed over last night after playing Republic, and so I'm sure they're anxious to get back home. But we really appreciate them making the trip down and giving us some good competition.
Good student section here today. Just a reminder, the Liberators will be in action again Friday, the day after Christmas, in the blue and gold. They have a 4th seed, and they'll match up with Buffalo in the first round. So looking forward to that action as well.
We'll be bringing that to you here on MoSportsZone.com. And Adams set to inbound the ball. Colton Ingle's going to take it, guarded by Darbo. To the top of the key to Giglio. Back to Ingle. Poke at the top of the key. Hands off to Giglio. Giglio dribbles around, kicks it to the left wing. Down to the corner to Kenyon Adams. Adams dribbles out, back to Giglio. Poke, hands off to Ingle. Ingle's going to drive in. Some contact. Good block by the Jaguars, but Colton grabs it and puts it back up for 2.
That's what you were talking about right there. You're going to have some physical contact. Go ahead and be strong and
just deal with it. Yeah, 27-26 Liberators. Wysong's guarded by Poke. Hands off to Baum. Baum thinks about the 3. Dribbles around.
Good help defense
to the top of the key to Wysong. Wysong's wide open for 3 at the top of the key, and it goes in. It makes it 29-27 Jaguars.
Lucas got screened there and wasn't able to make it out to the top of the key to get that.
Ingle at the top of the key. 3-pointer in and out.
He's
no
got him
good.
locked up.
Rebound by the Jaguars. Wysong takes it down to the corner, passes it to Darbo. They're going to get Darbo for a walk. Too many steps there. And that's going to turn the ball back over to the Liberators. So Ingold with that 3, it was a deep 3 from the top of the key, and it did everything but go in.
If you saw that play, we were a little chippy again in the paint, so there's some action going on there.
Poke on the right wing, back to the top to Adams. Back to Wyatt Campbell on the right wing, 3-pointer, and it almost goes in, but he gets fouled by West, and he's going to go to the line for 3. I thought that was also going to go in. I thought we might get a 4-point play there, but it rolled out. So Wyatt Campbell's going to the line to shoot 3 Ankrum Law free throws. Again, this third quarter is brought to you by CNC Farm and Home. The first one's up and good.
Good. West is a very physical player there, and I think he's kind of the enforcer for their team. He doesn't back down for much.
He's the bruiser. Campbell for his second one up and good. That ties the ball game 29-29 with 6:30 to go in the third quarter. See if Campbell can't make this 3 in a row. Up, and it is in and out, no good. Rebound by Darbo. Jaguars ball. Darbo's guarded by Adams. He's going to kick it to the left wing to Baum. Baum's going to try to drive left side. No, Giglio stops him. He's going to kick it out to the top of the key for 3 by Wysong.
You talked about him at the halftime, and he definitely likes to shoot, and he is a good scorer.
Yeah, so he's a well-balanced player. Ingold on the left wing. He's going to drive in. He's going to look to kick across court to Adams. Adams to Poke at the top of the key. He's going to hand off to Wyatt Campbell. Wyatt's going to try to drive in, and he's going to get contested by Orr. Orr's going to take the ball away from him. He's going to drive in. He's going to kicked it to Darbo. Darbo tried to get it to Baum and gets knocked out of bounds by Giglio. Good job by Giglio to hustle back for that defensive deflection.
And Giglio both got back there and stopped an easy layup. So
So 32-29 with 5:44 to go in the third period. Jaguars inbound under their own basket. Darbo in the right corner. Back out to Baum. Baum back in the right corner to Orr. Orr's going to physically knock down Campbell and go up and make two. No foul called there.
Could have had a player control there, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Ingle's going to drive all the way in. He's contested by Darbo. He goes up for a nice contested 2 points. It goes in. That makes it 34-31 Jaguars.
I like it. Colton's intensity in that paint. He knows he's going to get hit, and he's still going up strong.
He's got good control, doesn't he? Baum at the top. Goes to the left wing. Kicks it back out to the top to Wysong. Wysong for the three. No good. Rebound by Campbell. And he dumps it off to Ingle. Ingle takes it down, guarded by Darbo. Robbie's calling plays out. Ingle's going to go all the way down, and he gets past Darbo for 2 points. Great strong drive by Ingle. That makes it 34-33 Jaguars.
I don't know if you saw it there, but West put Campbell on the floor again. It just keeps getting physical.
I'm telling you. Orr in the left corner. He's going to dribble to the middle, try to go up, and they are going to call that foul. That's going to send Orr to the line.
Lucas made sure there wasn't going to be a score on that drive.
Yeah, so Pope's going to pick up his first foul, first team foul of the quarter. And Orr's going to go to the line for two. Ankrum Law free throws.
Not sure.
But you're right, Tim. I mean, there's a lot of physicality, banging around there. Off the ball contact. Orr up for his first one, and it goes in to extend the lead to two. Orr, for some reason, walks all the way back to the half-court line before his next shot. Not sure why. I think he wants to make this drawn out. He still isn't back to the free throw line.
Number 22, Colton Weiskopf, checked back in during that time for West.
Okay. Orr makes the second. 36-33 Jaguars. 4:32 to go in this third quarter. Ingold at the top of the key, kicks it over to Giglio. Back to Ingold.
Got a 2-3 zone on defense here.
Yep. Robbie's calling something out here. And it's going to be that play that gets a backdoor screen to Bliss. Ingle throws it to him. And then we're going to get a turnover where the Jaguars tried to go get ahead of the Liberators, and they threw it out of bounds. So not only did we get a 2-point shot there by Bliss, but we're going to get the ball back, 36-35. Jaguars still lead by one.
Canyon Adams with good defense on that long pass.
On the left wing by Giglio. Cross-court pass to Young. Back to the top to Ingold. 2-3 zone still for the Jaguars. We saw a little bit of this in the Futures game.
Going with the one guard front here against his 2-3.
Ingold with the back to the top of the key. Liberators are taking their time. No reason to get in a rush here. To the middle to Ingold. He's going to go down low. Tough pass to Bliss, and that's going to tie up. And then Orr is going to get absolutely frustrated, and I don't know why. And some words being said, and I don't think it's season's greetings. So, but they didn't call anything there, so it's just a tie-up, and it's going to be Jaguars' ball. But certainly some tempers are flaring right now. Inbound to Baum. Baum's going to be guarded by Giglio here. 36-35 Jaguars, 3:22 to go in the third period. Baum's going to drive in, kick it out. Kip Cooley's going to drive in as well, and he's going to kick it out to Orr. Orr's going to get it down to the corner to Weisguth. And we're going to get a block call. Are they going to get Ingold or Giglio? Ingold. Okay. Yeah, so Ingold's going to pick up his third. And that's the second team foul for the Liberators. Dorian checks in for Giglio. So they're going to keep Ingold out with 3 fouls. He's obviously going to have to be smart here.
I wonder if they thought that foul was on Giglio. as quick as they got him out.
Because they both had 2 before that.
Yeah.
Into the game is Happy. Happy's going to drive down, and he's going to go up for 2. No good. Good defense by Gonzalez, and then it's going to get back to Adams, and Adams is going to take it down the court. Kicks it to Ingold on the right side. Ingold's going to drive in, and he slid, and they're going to get him for the walk. Really just looked like his feet just kind of slid out from underneath him. He did make the 2, but it's not going to count. It's going to be a turnover, and it's going to go back to the Jaguars. Inbound to Baum. Baum back to Wysong. Wysong's going to dribble. He's going to penetrate, and then he's going to kick it back out to Baum at the top of the key. Baum guarded by Gonzalez. Pick and roll action to get it to Wysong at the top. Wysong's going to kick it down to Kip Cooley for 3 from the right corner, and he's going to make another 3 for Kip Cooley. Left wing Young. Young's going to almost get it deflected by Wysong. Good pressure by Wysong. He's going to kick it over to Adams. Adams, top of the key, over to Gonzalez. Now down to the corner to Adams. Dribbles back out. They're going to reset the offense. Young at the top. Right wing to Bliss. Back to the top to Adams. Trying to get it down to Ingold, and they do on the right block. Ingold's going to kick it all the way across to Adams for 3 from the left corner, and it's good.
It's a great pass from Colton right there.
And then they try to beat us down the court, and Adams steals it, brings it back down to the left wing to Young. Young back to the top to Bliss. 39-38 Jaguars, 1:38 to go in the third period. Ingold's going to penetrate from the top, and they're going to get him for an offensive foul, and that hurts because that is his 4th. He did extend that arm out, Tim.
Comparatively, though, we've seen a lot.
I'm telling you, you just don't know what you're going to get. So Campbell comes into the game, and Ingold's going to sit for probably a little while with 4 fouls. 39-38 Jaguars, 1:23 to go in the third period. Baum's going to penetrate and kick it out to Brigman. Brigman's going to pump fake, drive in, and he's highly contested back out to Kip Cooley. Kip Cooley looks down to get it to Happy, and it's going to be deflected out. It's going to remain Jaguars' ball, but good defense there. Happy, I think he's about 6'6" there, so he's got a height advantage there, but we're doing well to stop that. Lob pass into Baum. Baum's going to try to back down Young, and it's going to lose the ball, and the Liberators are going to get it. Giglio's going to take it down the court here. Another turnover for the Jaguars. Left wing to Bliss. Good block out there, and they're going to get Happy
for a hold.
It was a good lob pass. Wyatt had him sealed off, tried to go to the ball. Happy held him from going, and they're going to get Happy for the foul. That's his first. Liberators inbound under their own basket. Giglio looks to throw it in, throws it into Campbell. Campbell back down to Bliss. Bliss over the top of his man for a nice floating 2-point shot. It's good. The Liberators take a 1-point lead, 40-39, 44 seconds to go in the third period.
Nice little left-handed baby hook there.
Wise Baum on the right wing. Looks to penetrate, and he does. And he loses it. Campbell gets it, throws it to Giglio. Giglio loses that pass, and they're going to get Giglio for a loose ball foul there. Just a hustle play. Unfortunate that he had the contact with Kip Cooley. So that's going to be Giglio's third foul, and they're going to give him a break. Canyon Adams is going to check back into the game. So 40-39 here in the third period, 29 seconds to go. Your Liberators have a 1 lead, and it's the first time in a while we've had the lead, Tim.
Absolutely. We've got a couple of Liberators on foul trouble. We've got Colton with 4 and Giglio with 3. So,
and our next foul will take him to bonus. I don't know if 28 seconds in. The Jaguars are going to go all the way. Brigman's going to get a travel call there. So really good job by the Jaguars to beat us down the court, but Brigman just took too many steps there before he went up for the layup. That's going to be another turnover there. Gives us a chance with 25 seconds here in the third period. I would suggest we take the last shot here, Tim.
Yes, Landon's running the point for us right now with the 2 other points guards on the bench.
Campbell at the top of the key, hands off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez back to Young, and now back to Campbell. I say 6 seconds left here. We better get something up to Campbell in the corner. He's going to drive baseline. He's going to go up, and no good. No foul called. And that's going to make the third period 40-39. The Liberators do have a 1-point lead here going into the fourth quarter. That third quarter was brought to you by CNC Farm and Home. And we'll take a quick break here. You're watching Bolivar Liberators Sports on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
You know what they say, if you want something done right, do it yourself. Well, that's great, except when it comes to electricity. Better call Warwick Electric, locally owned and operated since 2005. Warwick offers all types of electrical service, both commercial and residential, using top quality materials and following current electrical codes. They're fully insured and licensed, so you can trust them with your electrical needs. Don't do it yourself. Call Warwick Electric today at 417-327-3674.
Navigating ever-changing tax regulations can be difficult, but not with the Winfield Tax Service. They've been serving Southwest Missouri for 60 years and are 4 generations strong. From individual to business tax needs, plus bookkeeping and payroll services all year round. They've got it all. Call 326-3326 or visit in person. Located on the northeast corner of the Bolivar Square. Winfield Tax Service, your destination for stress-free taxes.
Welcome back to Bolivar High School. Set for fourth quarter action here. The Liberators have a 1-point lead, 40-39 over the Blue Valley West Jaguars. The Liberators do get possession to start the fourth quarter.
Starting this quarter with Bliss, Young, Adams, Campbell, and Giglio. So Colton's
going to take a seat for a while here. Giglio on the right wing. He's going to look to drive, and he's going to kick it down to Bliss for a nice contested 2, and it goes in. Good, strong 2 by Bliss. Great pass by Giglio. 42-39 Liberators. Fantastic drive and kick. Wysong's going to take it to the left wing. He's guarded by Young. Almost picked it. Wysong remains controlled. Kicks it to the corner to Orr. Orr's going to drive baseline. He's going to go contested, and he's going to get blocked / fouled by Campbell. Campbell just came down. They're going to call that one every time, Tim.
Yep.
That was going to be a hard shot for Orr if we would have stayed straight up there. That's Campbell's third foul, first team foul of the quarter. And Orr is going to take 2 Ankrum Law free throws. The first one is up, and it is good.
42-40 Bolivar at this point.
And looks like we've got Schneider in the game for the first time as the second goes in.
Still full court man-to-man.
Giglio's going to get it stolen by Orr. Orr's going to go up for 2, and it is no good. But Kip Cooley got the rebound, tries to go up, and he's going to get fouled by Kenyon Adams, and that's Adams' second team foul there.
Has to do a little better job of taking care of the ball and spreading out there on that full court defense. They did a nice trap and made the turnover happen.
Yep. Schneider's looking to get it to Orr. Orr gets it, takes a Euro step. No good. It's going to be out of bounds. And they're going to call it out of bounds on Canyon. I'm not sure about that one, but Jaguars are going to keep it under their own basket. And there's a lot of pushing and shoving.
It is a very, very physical game in the paint today.
Oh, and Young, good job by Young to deflect the pass.
Young has got a difficult assignment. This Wyckoff has not skipped one day in the gym his entire 4 years.
Yeah. Out to Schneider. Schneider's guarded by Adams. He's dribbling on the right wing. Picks his dribble up, gets it to Kip Cooley. Kip Cooley at the top of the key. Oh, and he gets deflected by Adams. Adams is going to take it down, and he's going to get fouled by Schneider. Good control by Adams there, so a turnover to the Jaguars, or turnover by the Jaguars, and we draw another foul.
Bliss did a nice job there of creating that turnover.
Yes, he got the deflection, then Adams caught it. Bliss to inbound to the top of the key to Campbell, hands it back off to Bliss. Bliss looking around, finds Campbell on the left wing. Back up top to Giglio, and a hold.
A lot of hold.
Yes. And that ref had the perfect angle to see that too, Tim, but it's going to be thrown out of bounds, so another turnover by the Liberators. Jaguars ball, 42-41 Liberators with 6:33 to go in the fourth quarter. Wysong almost gets it stolen. He's going to go all the way down to the baseline, kick it back out to Schneider. Schneider's going to dribble it out to the top of the key, and he's going to kick it back out to Happy. Happy with the three, misses everything, but they're going to call on the rebound. They're going to call Young for a push. That'll be Young's second foul. Third team foul, so keep an eye on the team fouls. We've got 6:21 to go in the fourth quarter, and we're getting pretty close to bonus. And they're going to get Ingold back in the game. He's got 4 fouls, so he's going to have to play smart. He's going to give Giglio a break.
You can keep those two young men and Campbell out of foul trouble the rest of the game. It will be
as physical as this game is, you just never know.
Exactly.
Wysong to inbound under their own basket. Out to Schneider. Schneider dribbles it out. He's going to penetrate, do a floater up in the middle, no good. Rebound by Adams. Adam kicks it to Ingold. So an opportunity for the Liberators to extend this 1-point lead. Landon almost loses it, maintains control. He's got it. He's going to dribble all the way across the court, back, passes it back to Bliss, down to Ingold. Ingold's going to drive baseline. He gets fouled, and they're going to count it. And I almost thought they weren't going to call that foul.
Incredible body control by Colton Ingold. That could have been a charge very easily, but he was able to move.
He went around him, and the guy took his legs out from underneath him. And not only did he get fouled, but he had the wherewithal to control and make that shot.
Still kissed it off the glass from behind the backboard. It was a beautiful shot.
So Ingold to shoot the Ankrum Law Firm free throw for hopefully a 3-point play. It's up, and it is good. So that makes it 45-41 with 5:55 to go in the game. This fourth quarter is brought to you by Hometown Furniture. And it's set to be an exciting fourth quarter, Tim.
Yes, West just checked back in.
He's going to get.
He's definitely a physicality player. He's going to make things happen.
But he's got 3 fouls. I was going to say he's not in foul trouble, but he does have to be careful. And they're going to get a timeout. Jaguars struggle to get the ball in, so the coach is going to call a timeout, talk things over here. We'll see if it's a 30-second or not. That's a Black Rock Arms timeout. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. You're watching Liberators Sports on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
Mid-Missouri Bank has crossed another huge benchmark. They've paid their Mid-Mo customers more than $8 million in Casasa rewards. Join Mid-Mo in the race to $10 million. Get in on your share of the earnings today. Whether it's cash back on debit card swipes or a high interest rate on checking and savings account balances, Mid-Mo Bank pays you for the spending activity you're probably already doing. You deserve more for your money. How does more money sound? Open an account in minutes at openaccounts.midmobank.com. Mid-Missouri Bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Bolivar High School. We've got an exciting one on our hands, Tim. Liberators lead the Blue Valley West Jaguars 45-41. We've got 5:55 to go. A couple of things, Tim, to watch out for. We've got 3 team fouls, could get into some bonus situation, but they only have 2 timeouts left. So if we get them frustrated again, they have to take a timeout. They potentially could get into a situation where they run out of timeouts.
Right. We have seen both teams off and on full court, but the last couple of trips, both teams have put a little more trap into that defense and really causing some havoc for the other teams. So.
Absolutely. So the Jaguars set to inbound the ball under the Liberators basket. Orr gets it into Wysong. And then back to Orr. Orr's going to take it down the court, contested by Ingold. Orr dribbles it around, hands it off to Schneider. Schneider looks for the pick, gets it, and then comes back for another one. And he's going to kick it to Orr. Orr's going to get it down low to West. West is going to kick it back out to Schneider on the corner. A lot of ball movement.
That's double dribble.
That is a double dribble, and they're going to call it. So West dribbled as he was trying to catch it, grabs it, and then tries to dribble again and absolutely gets called for it. So that's another turnover for the Jaguars. Looks like Giglio checks back in for Landon Young.
We got a double team down here. We're going to need some help on this.
So they're going to get Campbell's going to come down and help with the inbound. He's going to get it back to Ingold. Ingold's going to take it, contested by Darbo. Pass to Wyatt Bliss on the right wing. To To Campbell.
Liberators have to value the ball here now. They've got to be very.
Yeah, no rush though, right?
No rush.
But you do have to take care of it. Hand off to Giglio. Giglio gets trapped, and then Robbie's going to take a timeout there. Wise timeout by Robbie as Giglio got trapped over there on the sideline. And that's going to be a Black Rock Arms timeout, and they're going to do a 30. So let's just stay here real quick, Tim, and talk about this. So we got 5:01 to go in the game, 45-41, 4-point lead here, and Liberators really haven't led like this for a while. So what's it going to take for us to hold on to this lead?
Well, we've got to definitely stay out of the corners. They're wanting to trap us now and try to create some turnovers. So as long as we take care of the ball and then find, if they're going to overplay on defense, there's going to be somebody open on that backside. So we've got to take advantage.
Yeah, and sometimes I find when you're up and you want to slow it down, sometimes you get on your heels, right? And that causes you to then be more susceptible to a trap. So you have to be still playing aggressively, but you definitely don't want to throw up a highly contested shot. Wait for that, for the good shot to come, but still don't get so relaxed and back on your heels.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got to be aggressive to the basket when it's there.
So Giglio looks to inbound the ball. He's going to do the backcourt to Bliss. Bliss takes it across half court at the top of the key. And he's looking around and finds Adams on the right wing. Adams cross court to Campbell. Campbell to Giglio. Down to the corner to Bliss. Bliss dribbles it back out. Picks his dribble up and gets it to Ingold.
Ingold did a good job of coming to him and helping him out of that pressure situation.
Yes, for sure. Ingold back up to the top of the key. No rush here. He's contested by Darbo. Darbo's hanging on him and kicks it out to Adams, and they're going to get a charge, and that's going to be it for Colton Ingold. They're going to get him for the offensive foul. And so Ingold is out of the game with 5 fouls.
You're 4:25 left in the game. That could have gone either way, and unfortunately on the kick, Adams did hit the 3 on the corner.
Yeah, Adams had a wide open. It was a great kick out to Adams. But with 4:25 to go, we're without Colton Ingold. And that's our 4th team foul. And they're going to call a really soft foul here on Landon Young. And that's going to put them on the line. That's the 5th foul of the quarter.
Very difficult for these young men to really figure out what is and what isn't going to be right now.
Some of the stuff they let go and some of the stuff they call, it is tough to know. So that's going to send Baum to the line for Ankrum Law free throws here. And his first one is up, and it's good. So that shortens the lead to 3 with 4:24 left in the game. Baum's second one is up, and it's also good. So
Campbell 40 on the ground again.
Yeah.
Guess who? West is right there with him.
All right, so Adams is going to take the ball down, and he's going to hand it back off to Giglio. Giglio is going to kick it to Young. Young bobbles it, but maintains control. Back over to Giglio. Giglio's guarded by Darbo. Giglio's going to drive, kick it back out, swings it around, down to the paint to Wyatt Campbell. Wyatt Campbell does a good hook and kicks it back out to Bliss for 3. No good, and they're Wyatt Campbell gets called for over the back there, and that's going to send him to the line again, Tim.
Unfortunately,
and that's his 4th. Yes, his 4th foul. And that's just one of those where you want to you're trying to get that rebound, but the guy has position. You just kind of have to let him get it.
Yeah, you've got to let that go. And
so that's going to send West to the line.
Shooting 2, number 4, Peyton West.
West doesn't have any points yet. His first one is up and not good. That might be the guy we look to foul if we have to.
If we have to foul, that may be that was not a very pretty free throw right there.
Yeah. So he is the bruiser of the group. So he gets in there and he's physical, but maybe not their best free throw shooter. The second one is up and in and out, no good. Rebound by Bliss. So no harm on that foul. Bliss drives all the way down, kicks it out to the corner to Campbell, back out to Giglio. Giglio is going to drive in. No good, no foul called. Rebound by Baum. Jaguars ball with 3:41 to go in the game.
Giglio ended up in the pads all the way on the baseline, but no call there.
Good passing by the Jaguars. Bomb for three, no good. And West is going to control the rebound, and he's going to drive in, kick it back out to Bomb for three, and no good again. Rebound by Wyatt Campbell, and he's going to get a foul by Wysong.
Wysong reached in on it.
Good job by Campbell to hold on to that ball. That'll be the third foul for the Jaguars. So a few more before bonus. 45-43 Liberators with 3:23 to go in the game.
Wysong, a very physical player, and that is his first foul of the game.
There you go. And every possession is going to count here. Inbound to Bliss. Clear out. Bliss is going to take it down the court with Wysong guarding, and that's another foul. Yes, and that's absolutely, he did not like it, but that was absolutely a reach. And so Wysong picks up his second, fourth team foul for the Jaguars.
Liberators right here at midcourt. Doing a stack play.
Inbound to Young. Young guarded by Kip Cooley. Wyatt Bliss dribbles to the top of the key. Picks his dribble up, and that was an errant pass there. He picked his dribble up, and he was running out of time there and just couldn't get it to Adams. Out of bounds, Jaguars ball. So another turnover for the Liberators. 3:06 to go in the game, 45-43 Liberators.
Coach Hoy is he's cheering on his team, encouraging him here.
He's very positive right now. Adams is guarding Wysong at the top. To the left wing to Orr. Orr's going to drive down left side, and I don't know. Yeah, he loses the ball. Giglio grabs it. He's getting guarded by West, and Robbie didn't like what he saw, so he's going to take a timeout there. I think Giglio did get kind of control back, but we're going to take another timeout. We'll take a quick break here. 2:46 to go in the game. 45-43 Liberators. You're watching Bolivar Liberators Sports on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
Mid-Missouri Bank has crossed another huge benchmark. They've paid their Midmo customers more than $8 million in Casasa rewards. Join Midmo in the race to $10 million. Get in on your share of the earnings today. Whether it's cash back on debit card swipes or a high interest rate on checking and savings account balances, Midmo Bank pays you for the spending activity you're probably already doing. You deserve more for your money. How does more money sound? Open an account in minutes at openaccounts.midmobank.com. Mid-Missouri Bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Bolivar High School. 45-43, the Liberators lead by 2 with 2:46 to go in the fourth quarter here. Tim, every possession is going to matter. You're going to have to be strong with the ball and just expect some contact.
Absolutely. Both teams are being very deliberate. I wrote down at 5:55, we're 45-41. There's only been 2 points scored since that time. So 3 minutes here in the fourth quarter with 2 points scored.
As a reminder, if you're just joining us, Colton Ingold fouled out, so he's out of the game. And we also have a few more guys with 3 fouls. Wyatt Campbell has 4 fouls. Both teams are in the bonus now, so every foul is going to send them to the line, and that could be important as well.
The Raiders have Adams, Bliss, Young, Campbell, and Giglio in the game right now.
And little full court trap
West
action, and they're going to get West for the foul there. And that's going to send Bliss to the line for 2. West didn't love the call there, and that's going to be his 4th foul. I think he's gotten most of those in the second half, Tim. So Bliss set to take the Ankrum Law free throws here to try to extend the lead. The first one is up, and it's good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Extends the lead to 3.
This Blue Valley team didn't bring a lot with them today, but the crowd that was here did not like that call.
No, they didn't. Second one's up and good. Great job by Bliss to knock both of those down. 47-43 Liberators. 2:42 to go in the game. Wysong takes it down the left side of the court. Kicks it down to Darbo. Darbo is going to get it. Good cut, good pass by Wysong to Darbo for 2. That's going to make it 47-45 Liberators. Bliss to take the ball down the court. Kicks it out to Giglio. Giglio is going to drive baseline, just loses the ball. out of bounds, so that's going to be a turnover for the Liberators here with 2:15 to go in the game. He had the baseline, Tim, just kind of lost the ball there.
Tried to do a stutter step and just the ball went without him.
So Orr set to inbound the ball, gets it to Wysong. Back to Orr. Now back to Wysong. Wysong takes it across half court, guarded by Adams. They do a lot of high pick and rolls there, Tim. And he's going to kick it to Kip Cooley in the corner, and he is deadly from the corner, and he makes another one. So that gives the Jaguars a 1-point lead with 1:52 to go in the game. You can't let that guy shoot from anywhere, especially not the corner. Giglio with the ball, kicks it over to Young. Young guarded by Kip Cooley. Back over to Giglio. Giglio to the left wing to Bliss. Bliss tries to get to Wyatt. Decides not to, and they're going to get a jump call there, but felt like a lot of contact before the jump. There. So Bliss tries to penetrate there, and a lot of hands on him, but they're going to call a jump ball, and that's going to give the ball back to the Jaguars with 1:31 to go in the game.
That's where the Liberators have to keep their composure and get a good stop here.
Yeah, so we're down one, still a lot of game to play. Orr's got the ball. Guarded by Giglio. Gets it across half court. Hands the ball to Wysong. Wysong guarded by Adams. A high pick and roll there. Wysong back to the top of the key. Gives it back to Orr. Resets the offense. Now back to Wysong on the left wing. Decides to kick it back out. No hurry by the Jaguars. And they're going to get Wyatt with the block, and
that's his fifth.
That's going to give him his fifth foul. And that's also going to put them on the line, Tim. And Wyatt tried to draw the charge, but he just didn't have the position to make it work. And so kind of an easy call there to get him for his fifth foul.
Orr's in a little bit of pain here.
Yeah, Orr's been to the line 4 times already, and he's 4 for 4 from the line. He's set to shoot 2 more, so just as much as we know who we might want to foul, we definitely don't want to foul Orr. So 48-47, the Liberators trail by 1 with 1:01 to go. Orr's trying to extend the lead here. His first one is up and good. I definitely don't want to foul that guy, Tim. 5 for 5 from the line.
Very good form on the free throw line.
He is limping around from that foul with Wyatt. Set to take his second. It's up, and it's also good. So that extends the lead to 3 here. And we're going to have a timeout. We're going to take it back to the station. You're watching Bolivar Liberators Sports on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
At Animal Care Clinic, they're not just another veterinary clinic. They're your pet's best friend. Their team, led by Doctors Levin and Lindsay Roten, offer top-notch care for all animals, big and small. From intensive care and checkups to pet supplies and grooming, they've got it covered. Keep your furry friend healthy and happy. Schedule an appointment today at animalcarebolivar.com. That's animalcarebolivar.com. Animal Care Clinic. Their name says it all.
Welcome back to Bolivar High School. The Liberators trail the Blue Valley West Jaguars 50-47. We've got a minute, 1:01 to go in the game, and both teams are in the bonus here. Tim, not a lot of scoring.
No, the last 4 minutes and 54 seconds, we've scored 2 points. So
yeah, we had quite a lead there for a while.
Runs, we need to make a run here this last minute and get back in the lead here.
Yeah, we have to maintain our composure too. I think we're just getting a little frustrated, and it's kind of affecting our play. Now, as a reminder, both Wyatt Campbell and Ingold are out with 5 fouls each there, so we are playing down 2 men. But listen, we've got a whole bench there of capable players, so we just got to have the composure and get a good possession here.
Good opportunity for somebody to step up and show they're ready to take on this responsibility.
I think if we need to start fouling, I'm sure Robbie talked to him in the huddle about who to go after if you're going to foul. Definitely not Orr. Bliss to take it across half court. Guarded by Kip Cooley. Kicks it out to Dorian in the corner. Back out to Bliss. And then almost picked off, and Giglio's going to take it. He's going to shoot a three from the left wing. No good. And they're going to get a tie-up, and that's going to keep it. Great job by Adams there. The Jaguars got the rebound, but Adams reached in there and tied the ball up, and that's going to give it back to us. So we're trailing by 3 here with 40 seconds to go, inbounding the ball under our own basket.
Giglio did get off a nice three there, contested, but it just didn't go in.
Didn't go in. Back to Giglio in the corner. He's going to take the three, and it's going to go in. What a shot by Giglio to tie the game 50-50. 30 seconds to go here in the game. So Wysong takes it across half court here.
West setting a pick there for Wysong.
Back to the top to Orr. 18 seconds to go. Orr guarded by Gonzalez.
Do not want to foul him.
Nope. Back to Wysong. Wysong guarded at the top by Gonzalez. They're going to get it back to Orr at the top of the key. He's going to penetrate, and it's going to go in for 2 with 2 seconds to go. And no timeout. No time. We do get a timeout.
I think we're going to put some time back
They
on
better
the clock.
give us some seconds back there. So good penetration and drive by the Jaguars to get a 2-point shot with, I think I saw 2 seconds, maybe 3 seconds to go when Robbie was trying to call the timeout. And they are talking about it there at the scorers table, trying to figure out how much time to give.
Do we have a idea of what it looks like they're on the...
Yeah, that is one advantage. We can go back and look at that later. So
Clocks reset to 1.6.
1.6. I think that was generous in the Jaguars' favor there. So we're going to have to inbound it all the way down on the other side of the court with 1.6 seconds to go, and we're down by 2, 52-50. And, you know, I mean, really good defense there, but they made a good penetration there. And, of course, you don't want to foul. You want to contest, but you don't want to foul. And the guy made a good shot on us there. And
smart play by them. They had the ball in the hands of the young man that's 6 for 6 from the line today, and he took it in.
Yeah, so if you foul him, he's probably going to make those. So that's one of those things where you, once he passes it, try not to let him get the ball back.
Exactly.
So we've got a BlackRock Arms timeout here, but we're definitely keeping it here. Hopefully Robbie can draw something up. What makes this so tough, Tim, is we've got to go the length of the court. 1.6 seconds isn't much time even if you're under your own basket, but when you almost have to get kind of a half court, three quarters pass to give yourself a chance at a good shot here.
Release has got to be immediately after catch. So.
Yeah. So we're coming out of the timeout. It looks like Bliss is going to inbound the ball. We've got Canyon Adams all the way down underneath our basket, and looks like the Jaguars wanted to see what we set up there, and they're going to take their timeout as well.
Coach Hines wanted to see what we were planning. We had Adams under the basket, and we had Bliss throwing the ball in. We had the other 3 players scattered throughout the midcourt.
Yeah, so kind of an I formation all the way down the court there. And, you know, it's going to be interesting if Robbie elects to keep that same formation or not, because the Jaguars now have seen what we have and probably drawing some kind of defense up based on that. So does Robbie change it or not? We'll find out. But it's been a good ball game. No matter what comes out of this, it's been a good ball game. We knew we were going to have some tough competition here, and it's going to set us up for the rest of the season. Good experience.
Absolutely. This is what we need. We need these types of games rather than the running clock in the fourth quarter. This is a lot better for our run down the stretch here.
So they are finishing up their strategies here in the timeout.
Liberators do have 1 timeout left if they get in trouble.
They do not. We are out of timeouts.
Oh, Blue Valley does.
Blue Valley does.
Blue Valley
we had to spend quite a few timeouts in that fourth quarter.
That's true.
So Bliss is still going to take the ball down. Similar setup to what we had earlier.
They brought in 6'6" Happy on the baseline to make it a lot harder to throw over the top. Oh, could have been a call there.
And a half-court shot, no good. They we tried to draw a foul there, and they did not give it. It was definitely a strategy by us.
That was a very nice strategy. Happy ran right over the top of Landon Young, and they just didn't blow the whistle.
So desperation shot from half court, no good there. So that's going to make it the final score. The Blue Valley West Jaguars are going to defeat the Liberators 52-50. So we'll go back to the station while we try to tally up all the stats here, and we'll come back. Not sure if we'll get a coach's interview or not, but we'll play that part by ear. You're watching Bolivar Liberators Sports on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
What would happen to your kids, home, finances, or even your business in an unexpected life event? At Ankrum Law, we understand that planning for the future is a gift to your loved ones. This is Jesse Ankrum, and I'm ready to help you secure your legacy with expert guidance in estate planning. From wills to trust, we provide comprehensive solutions tailored to your unique needs. For more information or to book your free estate planning consultation, visit AnkramLawFirm.com. Ankrum Law, helping you protect what matters most.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisement.
No matter where this season takes you, the Bank of Missouri is here. We know a better life begins with a secure financial future. As a community bank, we work with you to understand your priorities and the changes that affect your finances. So wherever life takes you, we're here to help, just like we have been for 130 years. Get started at bankofmissouri.com. Live well, play well, bank well.
Mr. Google wants you to think you can fix your car on the internet. If you can just figure out what's wrong without talking to those greedy dealers, you'll save lots of money. At Bill Grant Ford, our appointment book fills every week with people who started on Google. And you might be surprised to know the labor rate in our shop is not the highest in town. What we can do for you is bring experience and training to a world filled with internet noise. We encourage you to be informed when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. And when your vehicle starts asking for help, see why it's better in Bolivar at Bill Grant Ford.
Black Rock Arms has moved. Find the best deals on guns, ammo, optics, knives, and more at 2270 Springfield Avenue, right next to Ace Hardware in Bolivar. Same great service, now with more space to explore, from days out on the range to outdoor adventures. Black Rock Arms has you covered. Visit in-store or online at blackrockarms.com.
Black Rock Arms, your punch-up Patriots!
Looking to transform your home from the ground up? Step into Bolivar Flooring, where style, comfort, and durability begin. Discover the largest selection in town. Classic hardwood, modern vinyl, plush carpets, stunning tile, plus custom showers, backsplashes, and fireplaces. Find the look you love with expert help every step of the way. Walk on excellence, live in comfort with Bolivar Flooring. Located at Carlin Acres, just south of Bolivar off of Highway 13.
Stay active and energized at the Bolivar Recreation and Aquatic Center. Hit the gym, take a fitness class, or shoot some hoops in the full-size gymnasium. They've got a seasonal indoor pool, top-notch equipment, flexible class options, and convenient childcare while you work out or attend activities. Need space for an event? Rent out the gym, studio, or multi-purpose rooms, perfect for parties, meetings, or team events. Open daily with hours to fit your schedule. Bolivar Recreation and Aquatic Center, where Bolivar comes to move. Located just off Broadway. Join the action today.
Welcome back to Bolivar High School. Just wrapped up quite a game, Tim. Hard-fought match. The Liberators fall 52-50 to Blue Valley West. And Blue Valley West, we played a tighter game than the Republic Tigers beat them by 5 and we lost by 2, but that kind of tells you how we would compare against some local pretty strong talent, such as Republic Tigers. So definitely could have won that game. Just a few things there at the end that didn't go our way, and got some guys in foul trouble and had to put Ingold and Campbell on the bench way earlier than we would ever want to there. And but a hard-fought game, came down to the wire, and it's hard to fault the Liberators when you play that hard.
I was glad to see the rest of the Liberators pick up the pace with Campbell and Colton going out. Both of them are scorers, and they add a lot to that offense and defensive side of the ball, but we had some players come in and play quality minutes there. And it is a balanced attack on this team. That's one thing that we've talked about all season. It's very balanced.
Yep, for sure. Anybody can have a night at any given time. Some stats here, starting with Blue Valley West. They let's see, Orr, I think, led all scorers with 16. Wysong had 13. And going back to Orr, he was 6 for 6 from the free throw line, and he had that game-winning shot there at the end. So he had 16. Wysong had 13. Darbo and Baum both had 7, and Kip Cooley had 9. Kip Cooley, all 9 of his points were three-pointers from the baseline there. And see, I forgot to tally that up. Kim, if you can get the Liberators tallies there. So Blue Valley West ended up with 17 turnovers and 14 rebounds as a team. They only shot 39% from 2-point, 9 for 23, and 8 for 22 from 3-point. So their percentages weren't necessarily great, but they did execute well and kind of hurt us when it mattered most.
Both of their guards, Wysong and Orr, very strong players, seniors, 6'3" and 6 foot respectively, and were able to take care of the ball, and if they needed to go to the rim, they could go to the rim and score.
Yep, for sure. So for the Liberators, 18 total team turnovers there. So, Tim, if there's one thing to take away from this game, it's just the way we didn't take care of the ball, threw the ball away. A lot of times just sort of unforced turnovers for the Liberators. We did end up with 16 rebounds. And then from the field, from 2-point, we were 14 for 20. So we shot 70% from 2-point. And then 5 for 14 from 3-point for 36%. So our shooting percentages were actually a little bit better than Blue Valley West, but it just seemed like we struggled there in that fourth quarter to execute. We were doing things well, and then I feel like we got the lead and maybe just sort of changed our strategy a little bit and backed off a little bit. Not as aggressive as we want to be scoring and trying to move the ball around, and then in doing so, caused some turnovers.
Yeah, you talked about that, about the 6-minute mark, that we wanted to make sure we stayed aggressive and kept attacking the basket. And they did force some turnovers, though. The first quarter was a lot of unforced. That fourth quarter was just very physical play, and we turned the ball over a few times.
It was very physical, and some calls happened, and then some didn't, and then so it's kind of confusing on how physical you can be and what you can get away with just based on the variations of the fouls that were called or not called, for that matter.
Absolutely.
So let's talk a little bit about what's next for the Liberators. As you mentioned earlier, we start blue and gold on Friday, the day after Christmas. We start play against the Buffalo Bison. We play them at 2 o'clock on Friday afternoon, so that'll be a fun matchup, and we'll certainly be bringing that action here. And I know Shania plans to call all the Lady Liberator games in the pink and white. I think they play that morning on Friday morning, and so we wish them well on that tournament as well. That's always a fun tournament, Tim. That's where a bunch of small town schools get to play big schools, and you just never know what you're going to get.
Absolutely. That's the great thing about these holiday tournaments. It's all 5 classes they're playing, and you have some interesting matchups, and sometimes there's some upsets. So hopefully that won't happen to the Liberators in that first round, and we come out and ready to play against the Bison, longtime rival, the Bolivar Liberators.
Well, and you talk about both teams as far as how long each of them have been in the blue and gold tournament. They're both have to go back. I almost think they're almost original, both of them, to the blue and gold tournament. They definitely are on the higher end of tournaments played there, so that'll be fun to see. Don't think we're going to get the coach up here for a post-game interview. This post-game has been brought to you by Warwick Electric, and the game sponsor tonight again was Mid-Missouri Bank. So we're gonna call it here. So thanks again to Kent Otto on the camera, Kim Berry on the stats. Tim, I really appreciate you helping me here on calling the game tonight. It was fun, good back and forth action. Just didn't work out for the Liberators, but we wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and hope you guys get to spend some good time with your family, and we'll be back on Friday. So you have been watching Bolivar Liberators Sports on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99. Have a wonderful evening.
This Bolivar Liberators sports broadcast is made possible by these great sponsors. Be sure to tell them how much you appreciate their sponsorship of Liberator Athletics and support of our kids. These sponsors are Bank of Missouri, Bolivar Recreation Center, Southwest Sewer and Septic, Akron Law, Mid-Missouri Bank, Warwick Electric, Citizens Memorial Hospital, Roten Cleanworks, CNC Farm and Home Supply, Winfield Tax Service, Hometown Furniture and Mattress, Bolivar Flooring, Butler Funeral Home, Bill Grant Ford, Black Rock Arms, Animal Care Clinic, Oak Star Bank, Farmers Market of Bolivar, and Bolivar